hit it. Welcome back, beauties. It's Hannah Monet. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to edit your Instagram selfies and pictures like an Instagram baddie. Okay. Okay, so really, like, when I edit my Instagram pictures, especially like my selfies, I only use like 2 apps. So I don't even use that many apps, because the more filters you put on a picture, the more grainy and like the lower the quality looks. So I don't like to do too much with my Instagram pictures. 2 apps that I really use a lot is Airbrush and the Vsco app. I like Vsco because they have so many filters. And then of course Airbrush, I like to touch it up. So a lot of people use Airbrush for like snatching their body basically. But I really don't like to do too much with that, because you can tell when somebody snatches their body with Photoshop. So if you do use it, Airbrush is probably the best. If you if you do like to Photoshop your pictures but make it look natural still, the Airbrush app is probably the best one for you to use, because you can still make it look good and make it look natural. But I'm probably not gonna be able to dip into that in this video. I'm really just gonna be editing a selfie to show you guys like how I take away acne or smooth out a picture without making it look like a potato, you know? But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I edit my selfies, not full body pictures. The full body pictures is where you would really like dip into the photoshopping or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my pictures first, and obviously I'm gonna be like, I feel like I'm supposed to be like doing like this, but I'm recording. I'm so stupid. Okay, so I'm really gonna be using like these selfies. Of course, I took like 1,000 of them just to show you guys. This is actually how I take my pictures though. Like, for me to have a good picture, I have to take like 100 of them, and I only like 5 of them. So this is usually how it looks when I do take pictures, and I'm only gonna like probably 4 out of all these. So I know that I want one of me, well, I'm just gonna edit one picture on here. So let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna just like kind of scroll through these, and I like to, oh crap. So I took these with the timer. So when you use the timer, it does bursts for you, which I kind of do like. If I'm taking selfies, I really don't like bursts. If I'm doing like full body pictures, I like bursts because it gets like your off guard moments. It gets like your, you know, whatever. I just like burst more with full body pictures. With my selfies, I know how I'm looking, so I don't need a burst. So I'm not gonna go through the burst on these. I'm just gonna go to the pictures that I like and just basically heart, oh, what is it? Oh my gosh, these are ugly. I'm basically gonna heart like the ones that I really like. I do like that one. And then a lot of times too, with me just scrolling, I can already tell which ones that I'm actually gonna use and which ones are just like a dub that I'm really gonna delete. So I know that I like that one. Let me see. I think I like that one. Oh, my neck looks weird. Let me see. Okay. I think I like, I know, yeah, I like that one. I definitely like that one. That one is kind of blurry up in here, so I don't think I'm gonna use that one. This one's really cute, okay? I really, really like this one. So I think that's my favorite out of all of these. I don't like all this though. I don't like all of that that's going on with my hair. I feel like I took better ones. This is why a lot of females have to take like 100 pictures, because you feel like you did good and then you go back and look and you only like 1 picture. So that's why we take 1,000 pictures. Yeah, okay. I think that those are, I really like one of these too, but I don't know which one. I think I like, oh shoot. Oh, okay, this burst is kind of lit. I like this burst. I think I like that one. Oh crap, okay. With the burst, actually, by the way, guys, you have to actually press it, like the check mark, press done, and then I press just keep one favorite. I don't want to keep all those pictures, so I do that and then favorite it. So now I can go to my favorites and I can see what I'm working with. So I think that the one that I'm going to edit today, just for the sake of editing to show you guys like the full experience with the Airbrush app, I think this sucks. I think I'm gonna go with this one, just because like my arms are kind of like not the same tone. I'm like two different colors because it's fall. So I think I'm gonna use this picture, and because I have a pimple on my cheek. Oh, and I can do this one too. Let's do this one. I like this one. I'm going to go to my Airbrush app, and that's what it looks like, by the way. It looks like that. And you're gonna go to library. You're gonna go to your favorites after you chose your favorites. Let me see, which one did I say? Crap, I forgot which one I said. Did I say this one? I don't think I chose that one. Okay, let's just go with this one. So we're gonna go with this one. So off the top, I already know that I'm gonna take that pimple off my face and this pimple off my face, because that's the no, that's really ugly. So with that, you go to, I forgot that this is a tutorial. I'll have to go slow to show you guys. I'm really slow. So on here, you're gonna be on the touch up screen. You're gonna slide over and you're gonna go to the acne. Now, if you already know, like I have 3 pimples. This is terrible. I have 3 big pimples. So you're gonna kind of zoom in. Oh crap, I didn't do that. So you're gonna zoom in, and that little circle is kind of like a magnifying glass to show you like where you wanna go, what you wanna fix or whatever. So I'm going to put that right there, and it just does it automatically. So then this little button in the corner shows you the before and after. That's a huge difference to me. And a lot of people don't realize this stuff. You're your biggest critic, so you're gonna notice like something about your pictures that you don't like, but I notice these a lot because I don't break out this bad that often, so I notice this a lot. So I'm just gonna touch up my face, and so the farther out you zoom, the bigger the circle is, so it's a lot easier to get a big pimple like that. See before and after? That's so much better. Oh crap. And I'm going to hit this pimple right here, and it just does it automatically. So this feature actually is more useful than just getting acne. You can also use it like for my Thanksgiving pictures. I had on black shoes and it had like a piece of grass on it. If you go over it, it actually like covers it up. So it's a lot easier doing that. And this is the before and after. So you can see them pimples are going. I don't like to do too much because I don't want to look like Kim Kardashian on here and then be looking crazy in person. So I don't like to do too much on like this little Airbrush app, because it can get out of hand if you play around too much. It can get out of hand. You can look like a totally different person. So I try not to do too much. Now with my arms, like I always have had like these freckles and stuff on my arms right there. Sometimes I cover it up, sometimes I don't. I really don't care. It's doing way too much if I try and do every single little freaking dot. Like that's a no, I don't have the patience for that. So I am just gonna go to the skin tone right there. I'm gonna kind of hit this just a little bit, just so I can make it even. So once you like swipe on here, you can see the before and after. You can actually pick the tone. So see how that makes me look so much more even, like that. So I'm just gonna hit like those darker marks. so my skin tone at least looks even, because I'm 2 different shades right now. So that's the before, that's the after. So that actually looks natural. It doesn't look too crazy. So you can go up on this little scale right here, make you even lighter, which I think matches even more, or make it darker, of course. This matches, I look even when I do it like that. Well, I was on that before, what the heck? Okay, so I'm gonna put on 8 because it makes me look more even. So now you can see the before and after, and that looked like my natural tone. I look even right there. So I'm just gonna press the check mark. This app always freezes, oh my gosh. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I really like this magic button on some pictures that I use. So sometimes it makes me look really good, and sometimes it makes me look fake. Like I smoothed out my whole body and it looks kind of weird. So when I just hit that magic button, it kind of just automatically does a smooth, so I don't have to do it myself on my face. It didn't do it on my arm, so I'm probably gonna go in manually and do it. But you can see the before and after on my face. It's not that drastic, but you can notice it. So you can kind of see my lips look more like full of color, and my face is a little smooth. So it's not like too smooth where you can tell you smoothed it out. It's just like a natural smooth. Let me see. So really the only thing that I would touch up on here, I do want to fix like my lace right there. I don't like that. Now you can do one of 2 things. So you can do the smoothing option, which I'll show y'all. You can do smoothing right here like that, which I don't care for that too much, but you can do that. Okay, and that's the before and after. So it does make it go away. It makes it look more natural or whatever. Well, not natural, but it makes it go away. It doesn't look like actual lace there. So you can kind of see the difference there. Or you can go with the acne and you can kind of do this. I like to not zoom in that much so I don't have to do so many dots on here. Okay, so you can do the acne first, which kind of makes it look more natural. It just takes more time. So it depends. If you're like over it, you are impatient and you just want it to be done, do the smoothing option and you just have to go back and forth on the smoothing more. I don't like doing that because it looks so heavy and you can tell you smoothed it out right there. So I like doing the acne because it makes it look kind of natural, and then you go in with the smoothing, but you do it very light. Oh, I need to go back, I messed up. You do it very light and it makes it look more natural. You can't tell that you actually smoothed out the lace. So this is actually not what I wanted to do. So it's cutting chunks out of the lace, which I don't like. Like this is looking really weird. So let me just keep doing it. Let me see what it comes out to look like. A lot of times in my editing too, it's a lot of like experimenting and stuff, so. Okay, so with this, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And then if I use the smoothing, it's actually still gonna look kind of natural. It's just not gonna be as natural as I want it to look. See, that's ugly. That's not how I want it to look. No, I don't like that. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna undo all that crap. So actually the best option in this situation would be to use the smoothing because that acne thing did not work out. So let me see. So that's actually better. And then I'm gonna do heavy smoothing on my arms like this. Let me see. Now this you can't tell that much that you did smoothing, except for right there. Let me see. Okay, there we go. So that doesn't look that bad. I'm just gonna smooth that part of my arm. And so now you can see the before and after of the entire picture. So that's before, and that's the after. Is this still recording? Oh my gosh. And then I'm just gonna save it to my camera roll. Okay, so now you're gonna go to Vsco. This is what the app looks like, it's right here. So when you go in Vsco, you're gonna add your picture. Let's see, I just did that. Okay, Now I have it in there twice. Okay. So you're gonna add your picture like this. It's gonna be the first one, of course, that you just saved from Airbrush. So you're gonna add your picture into Vsco. So one thing that I really do like about Vsco is you can save what's called your recipes. So you have all these filters down here, but you also have your options to change like the grain, the white balance, your sharpen or exposure, things like that. So if you do all of that, you have the option to save your combination so you don't have to go back and do it. So when I edit my pictures, I first go to my recipes because they're like my favorite combinations. So I'll go to them and I'll just see which one looks better. Let me see. Oh, I really like those. So a lot of times I'll just use what I already have in my recipe. But if you've never used Vsco before, what you can do, let me see. So they give you suggestions for the photos, so you don't just have to go out there, because this, I have Vsco Plus, so I have over 100 filters. So if you don't want to go through all of these to figure out which one is best for your picture, you can go to this option at the top right here. What is it doing? No. Oh my gosh, I just lost it. Okay, so you can go to this option right here, and it says for this photo. So then it shows you what filters would look better on your picture. So a lot of times if I don't like any of my recipes that I have, I'll use this option just to see which ones look better. I don't think I want to go for a black and white picture with this, but these are actually what's exactly in my recipes. So I like this one the most, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I like this one the most because I like the blue balance in the back. So I like this one the most. This one is called E3. So after that, what I like to do still, even though the filter sometimes is enough for people, I like to go in down here and look at the options. So you have the option to do like your exposure, your grain, and you can kind of just play around with it to see what looks better on your picture. I like to lower my exposure. Let me see. Yeah, I like to lower my exposure, and then at any time you can press on the picture to see your before and after. So that's a huge difference. And then you can go to your sharpen. I don't like what that does to my pictures though. I don't like to use sharpen. One of my favorite ones is grain, and I don't do too much because then it's gonna look like an old picture. I do like maybe like a 1.5 a lot of the times. And I honestly think that's enough. I don't like to overdo it with the editing because then it's gonna be too heavy and the picture's gonna lose its quality. So, and then if I do edit more pictures and I don't wanna go through all that all over again, I can go to the recipes and I'll just press this little plus. Now I actually have too many recipes so I can't save it, but you'll be able to press that plus. It's gonna save that filter that you just put on here. It's gonna save that exposure, and it's also gonna save that grain filter that you put on there as well. So it's a lot easier using your recipes because, let me see, because you can just press on them. So just like I came in the app originally, I can just press on any of these and just be done editing. So it makes the editing process a lot faster. But I did like the E3, so I'm gonna stick with that one. Let me see. Okay. And then you're done. And so now we can go back and see. So you're just gonna save the picture to your camera roll. So now we can see the real before and after on this picture. Let me see. So This is before, so you can see the parts where we smoothed out and made the skin tone even, and that's the after. And that's all by using 2 apps. All right, thank y'all for tuning into my video today. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you're notified every time I post a video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Wait, we're gonna